In our culture, men just want sex. Like that's like a big phrase. So just what do you guys, think about that?
I'd have to disagree to that. If it's a relationship, I think it's we seek other things other than sex. But certainly sex it's up there.
How important is sex to you?
I think for everybody it's important. I think anybody who says it's not is clearly lying. It's part of the initial reason you start pursuing someone, not the only reason, although for some people it could be, but it's part of that initial chase.
Jim, what about you? Like how important is sex to men in general? Yeah.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, sure.
I think about 156.
Yes. That's pretty
That
important.
doesn't mean that there are a lot of things that go into the quality of your sex and your sex drive that don't have anything to do with appearance or what happens when you're actually having sex.
The reason I'm asking this is because women are concerned about this. When do we have sex with a man? How do we make sure that they're pleased so they don't go elsewhere?
I have this sort of pet theory with what's going on with women these days.
Yeah.
And I feel like the impact that like porn and those sort of images have had on us as a culture, especially with women getting more interested in that sort of material. I feel like every single woman feels like they have to do it like a porn star.
Yeah.
Now that there's some sort of and to be honest and fair with you, not that I've ever seen it, but from what I hear, most porn is not for the benefit of the two people having it. It's for the benefit of a third person watching it. And in reality, when girls try to go acrobatic or make themselves into just sexually adventurous in a way that's not really who they are, it can be an even bigger turnoff. So in some ways, I feel like women's feeling like they have to be sexual dynamos.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I feel like I have to do that.
Right.
Because I'm feeling like I'm trying to match the male sex drive. Yeah.
I think that most men would agree that the best sex is about a connection between two people.
Yes.
And anytime you put on a character or disconnect, it makes it a worse experience. And then I don't want to feel like I have to swing from a chandelier every time you come into my room either.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
I mean, I think that also women are so afraid that all men want is sex.
Yeah.
I think that general ideas exist in a culture for a reason, and I think that I think there are men out there who do need sex all the time. I'm not, I would never give up my fellow brothers, so I'm not going to name names here.
That's a code of silence.
I do think that there is a pool, we'll say, of men and of women who, if given the choice between having sex as often as they wanted or as often as their partner would allow, would opt for as often as they wanted.
I think if your boyfriend or husband or whatever wants to have sex with you all the time, then you probably have a pretty good relationship, right? Because you have to be attracted to that person to want to sleep with them all the time.
Yeah.
I'd get more concerned if it started to lag.
If the sex drive doesn't match up, is that a deal breaker for guys?
Oh wow. I wouldn't say that it's a deal breaker, but it's something that needs to be reconciled. I mean, at some point. If that starts to dissipate from the women's side, then we probably need to sit down and talk.
That relationship you just mentioned isn't going to work out. It's not. It just won't. I would tell you right now.
Okay.
You show me two people with two completely different sex drives, I'll show you two people who are divorced in 5 years. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to be, I don't know. I'm not trying to be sexist or misogynist in any way, shape, or form. I just think that you're talking about two different personality types here. One person always thinking about sex, the other person never thinking about sex. Just, I can't see two people being happy that way. I mean, in the end, this whole thing is sort of about making yourself happy, making your significant other happy. Sex is a component of that. It's a byproduct of that. But if you guys can't even satisfy that, then I think, I see trouble.